Do you know some foods deceive our senses? They may feel light or cooling on the tongue, but may behave very differently once inside the body. In Ayurveda, we call it vipaka. This is the final effect a food has after it has been metabolized, the post-digestive transformation. Foods may taste soothing, cooling, but digest as heavy, heating, or even inflammatory. These kind of foods often spark controversy. Ayurveda's perspective on them is so different, so distinct that many seek validation from conventional medicine. So let's bring both the worlds to the table. Yogurt is often perceived as cooling and soothing, but Ayurveda classifies it as heating and mucus producing. Why? Because of vipaka, the post-digestive transformation. That's why yogurt is traditionally avoided in conditions like skin disorders, gout, RA, and other inflammatory conditions. While modern studies have not directly linked yogurt with inflammation, there's more research that can be done. Yogurt, being a fermented food, can aggravate inflammation in individuals with ulcerated gut, which in Ayurvedic terms aligns with aggravated pitta. Apart from the heating cooling debate, there's another layer to this complexity. Ayurveda strongly cautions against eating yogurt at night, calling it kal virudh, that is time-based incompatibility. Night is kapha dominant, and since yogurt increases kapha, it can lead to congestion, heaviness, and digestive sluggishness. Here's where it gets fascinating. Ayurveda does not demonize yogurt, it transforms it. When yogurt is churned with water and spices are added to it and made into buttermilk or takra, it becomes lighter, easier to digest, and more balancing. So the message is clear. Eat yogurt mindfully, prefer buttermilk, avoid yogurt if you're prone to pitta kapha imbalances. Ayurveda figured this out centuries ago. Isn't it time for science to catch up? Talking about science, let's see what scientific research has been done, which we can potentially link it to what Ayurveda has been saying. In a study of 836 regular yogurt consumers, it was found that their kapha pitta symptoms were aggravated. So there was a lot of inflammatory conditions, and especially for those who were eating yogurt at night. Now let's look at some generalized information which we can connect it to yogurt. So fermented foods like yogurt, they can increase interferon gamma, which is a cytokine responsible for immune response. While this can be helpful in fighting infections, it may amplify inflammations in sensitive individuals. Second, histamine intolerance. So yogurt contains moderate amounts of histamine, and studies have shown that people with histamine intolerance, those are people with Crohn's disease, GERD, or inflammatory conditions, may react to even small amounts. Third, the sphingolipid puzzle. So milk and yogurt, they are rich in sphingolipids, which are needed to regulate inflammation, immunity. Now, depending on the tissue and other factors, sphingolipids can either promote or reduce inflammation. So there are studies which have reported that sphingolipids can contribute to lung inflammation under certain conditions. But because yogurt shows anti-inflammatory effects in average populations, the potential risk for individuals prone to inflammations are often ignored. It's time to rethink research. We've been asking the wrong question. Instead of testing yogurt's effect on the general population, maybe that it should be targeted to the people with inflammation, with skin disorders, RA, gout, or other pitta kapha imbalances. So if we compare yogurt eaters with non-yogurt eaters and see the levels of histamine, the interferon, the sphingolipids, maybe we'll uncover what Ayurveda has been saying all along. If this topic resonated with you, if it made sense, if someone you know has had yogurt with inflammatory conditions and which had aggravated it further, please comment on the section below, and do like and subscribe.